I'm fogging up. Thank you for 2,590 subs. 2,590. 2,630 jumps. 12:58 a.m. January 1st, 2023. Happy New Year.
Kusanagi 2023 here. That is the current logo of the channel. It kind of looks like a leaner, cooler manga version of me. And it kind of does feel like a misrepresentation at this point, but this is what I'm trying to turn back into. Cat's out of the bag now. I'm gunning for 2023 chess boxing champion too. I mean, look at my moves. Luck versus skill. Luck versus skill.
Okay, that was low skill. This has been an ongoing conversation throughout the course of human history, but recently YouTube has entered the industrial chat room because of how big the platform is and how many people want to succeed on it, even though it's the arguably hardest platform to succeed in. The big YouTubers out there may very well tell you that YouTube is 99% about skill and only 1% about luck.
Is success on YouTube mostly luck, or is it mostly skill? Hey Siri, call Jimmy Beast. Yo, Jimmy.
What up, dog?
I have a question for you. Wondering how much of YouTube you think is luck versus skill?
It's 99% skill. If you knew what you're doing, you could do that 100%.
But I am of the opinion that luck plays a bigger role than they want you to believe, especially at the beginning of your journey. Okay, show of hands, how many people of you out there have seen small YouTubers and then you go and say, hey, this person is so talented, why don't they have 1 billion subscribers? Okay, so the easiest way I can think of to explain my thoughts on this topic is to replace the word skill with controllable factor and then replacing the word luck with uncontrollable factor. As implied, controllable factors are things you can influence by repetitive action or training so that you can improve your abilities and your consistency. Uncontrollable factors are things that are outside of your control that may influence your ability to perform a task. Let's say, for example, that I want to be able to spin this thing in a very dazzling fashion without looking at it. I'm gonna have to practice, of course. Easy enough in a controlled environment, but imagine that this was a desert and there's like a sandstorm and there's so many dangerous animals that are beyond my control. It's probably gonna be hard to spin this thing.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler.
The dog didn't want to go. They actually had to tug her. Okay. Making good YouTube videos is actually hard. There's the planning, editing, shooting, camera handling, talking. There's so many things that are involved when you're making a good YouTube video. Plus minus some things depending on what kind of content you make. Like for example, if you're planning to use 3D stuff or 2D stuff, animation, stuff like that, you don't really need to show your face. So that makes it a little bit different. Well, a lot different. There's that guy. So annoying. You call those karasu, those crows, ravens, very loud. I kind of want to exercise, but I can't. Like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't. I'm already tired. I'm already tuckered out. Okay, let's say for example that you're already confident about your skills and you've already made a video. You've already made a video that you think is of good quality. What then? Well, that's when you need to rely on your luck. I ate my coins. Don't know how to use this.
これあるね。あ出た。
ああ、そうですか。あ、ありがとうございます。すみません。
よかったですね。
ありがとうございます。すみません。I don't want this guy. I want Gojo. Why is it so hard? Yosh. Anyways, once you push the publish button, it's a gamble because when you're putting your video out there and you're just starting out, you have practically zero experience and zero guaranteed knowledge of what works and what doesn't work for your channel. Everything you know from other people, and that kind of knowledge may or may not work for you because you're a different person and you have a different channel. And until you gain more experience, you are at the mercy of the algorithm. But thankfully, there are some things you can influence and feed into the algorithm that may work in pushing your video forward past the other videos out there in the wild.
And if you haven't guessed it yet, I'm talking about things that require input from you, including the titles and the thumbnails that you use. If you use effective titles and thumbnails for the content that you want to make, I'm pretty sure you'll find a lot of success on YouTube. But as I mentioned a while ago, it might not be easy at first to take advantage of the algorithm. So I also recommend advertising your YouTube channel on other social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook if you have any of those. I personally did not do that, but if you have followings on your other social media platforms, I think it's a good piece of advice.
And what I mean by that is I wanted my growth to be organic on YouTube. Like, I didn't want any outside sources or any kind of outside influence or traffic to come in from, let's say, Instagram or Twitter. And you may have observed that until this week, I did not have any sort of Instagram account linked to this channel or any Twitter linked to this channel. I don't have a Discord server where I can push this. I've only actually informed my friends, a handful of my friends, and my family. And my thought process was I wanted the quality of the videos to be the driving force behind the growth of the channel, not any outside force. And I think it paid off. Okay, so the next few things I want to share with you guys are things you should take with a massive grain of salt because I'm not an expert in the subject, and these are things that I just want to try out for myself. And I want to keep a record of my approach at the beginning of my journey, and I want to see how far I can take it within the next year or so. Okay, with that being said, I want to tell you how I title my videos and how I make the thumbnails. For the thumbnails, I think my approach would be to take some screenshots from the video itself, and if they are already pretty good, then I'll just stick with those. However, from time to time, I think I want to make screenshots that kind of show something about the topic, but are not within the video. And by the way, for the second video, it wasn't really related to anything that I said. It was just a screenshot from the opening sequence, and I think for that video, I'm gonna credit the title more than the thumbnail because the title and the video's thumbnail were so different. Very different. So when I think about titles, I think about search terms and keywords that I think will stand the test of time. And what I mean by that is, for example, the very first video that I uploaded about manga. Manga is the central word there because I think a lot of people now and in the future will be interested in the word manga. Anything manga related, and also being published in Japan, which is another keyword. Japan, I think, will still be relevant for... I think Japan will never be out of fashion. There will always be a lot of people who want to go to Japan. So that's one important keyword too. So those things, I bet, will stay relevant in the next 5 to 10 years. That's why I use those keywords in the video. Yeah, that's a gist of how I title my videos. And now, I want to stress one important thing about the videos that I upload. Each and every video, I try to maintain a certain level of quality using transitions, the edit, the music, how I script things. I want everything to be, a satisfactory level of quality. I want to make videos that I want to watch. That's why I appreciate those people who say that they didn't expect my video to be this quality. I mean, of this quality, because I just started YouTube, and maybe some of you are shocked that I just started my YouTube channel like 3 weeks ago. I love the comments that say that they were expecting my channel to be like a 50,000 sub channel or a 100,000 sub channel, and that goes to show that if you're starting out on YouTube, I think the number one priority should be quality. I think more than the idea of the video, the execution is more important, especially when you're starting out, because first impressions last, and I think I made, hopefully, a good impression on you guys. Okay, so luck is very important, especially at the beginning of your YouTube journey if you want to start out. And I think skill becomes even more important than luck, especially when you start growing a following. But the final thing that I think YouTubers must have if they want to grow and they want to improve is perseverance. Perseverance is the glue that binds everything together, because you need perseverance when you're a small channel, and you need perseverance when you're a big channel. Because at some point, sub counts don't matter. It's all about the views. If people are not watching, even if they're subscribed but they're not watching, you're not really influencing anybody, or you're not really entertaining your audience. With that being said, the number that I showed you at the start of the video was 2,590 subs. That was a couple days ago. Now it has grown to 4,960. And I want to tell you guys, for those of you that are subscribed and for those of you that are watching right now, I want my channel to be successful, of course, so I am going to persevere. I'm going to try my hardest to give you quality content, to provide videos that will be insightful, hopefully. I made an artwork, actually, showing that we are 1,000 strong. Now this was when I got 1,000 subs, but let me change that. Now this is not a prediction. This is not out of cockiness, but this is just an ambition. By the end of the year, I have to reach 100,000 subs. Now, I don't really know if I'll be able to reach that number, but you can bet your ass that I'm gonna try my hardest to do so. I'll see you guys in the next one.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus.
Oh, by the way, for those of you that are waiting for manga content, the next video will be about manga and how to start a manga. And by the way, there are some bloopers and some outtakes. Just watch. Luck. 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 Skill. 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 Bank shot. Skill. Skill. Bank shot. Skill. 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 I'm gonna have to practice, of course. I'm gonna have to practice, of course. Oh, the fudge.